Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tracy Canales. I'm the Director of Transfer Admission here at St. Edward's. We are so excited to have you join us with us today for this virtual webinar presentation about our new Health Systems Administration major, which we're actually rolling out for the first time this fall. So we're really excited to share information about this program. A few logistics before we get started. I'm sure you all are very familiar with Zoom by now. So for this webinar, we'll not be using the chat feature. So for any questions, if you could kind of enter them in the Q&A button at the bottom of the screen, you can certainly add them as we go through the presentation, but then once we get to the end of the formal presentation, we'll open it up to Q&A. This presentation we have prepared is about 20 to 30 minutes long, and then we'll again flip over to open questions. We will also have our contact information for our presenters, as well as myself at the end of the presentation. Certainly our presenters from our School of Natural Sciences can answer more questions related to our Health Systems Administration major and program. And then I'm happy to answer any questions related to the admission and application process, which, by the way, we're still accepting applications for the fall semester through August 15th. But again, the sooner you apply, the better. That way we can start getting connected with you, getting your information in on time, and starting your semester on August 22nd. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass it along to our presenters in the School of Natural Sciences, Dr. Jonathan Hodge and Dr. Trish Bainham.
Hi, I'm Dr. Trish Bainham, and I'm the program director for this. And my supervisor is Dr. Hodge, and he was very instrumental in designing and coming up with this major, and he's incredibly supportive. And I'm going to mainly talk about the major. So I'm a professor of biological sciences, but I've taught a lot of interdisciplinary classes as well. And so I'm really excited to see what students we have in this program and to see how it helps them in their career. Next slide. So in this webinar, I'm going to explain to you why you should earn a BA in Health Systems and Administration. What is it and what is it going to do for you? How you've already actually started this degree and how you can earn this degree while you're a working professional. Next slide. So what is the Bachelor of Arts in Health Systems and Administration? So it's a degree program that's really geared toward people with an Associate of Applied Science. And all the hours that you've taken in your AAS will actually count toward the 120 hours that you need to graduate with your BA. And so when you look at this, it's designed to provide working professionals in health fields with an opportunity to complete a meaningful career-relevant interdisciplinary bachelor's degree. We include courses that will help you develop really concrete skills in problem solving, critical thinking, and communication with a really strong liberal arts foundation. The goal is to enhance the career opportunities of working professionals in the healthcare and laboratory science fields. And so we recognize the expertise that you've earned in getting your associate in applied science. And so we accept all of these hours for transfer credit. Any courses that don't count toward a specific transfer course via a previous articulation agreement will count as general elective credit for this degree program. Next slide. So when you look at the core courses, there's 7 core courses for this degree program. The first one is current issues in healthcare, and that's very much an overview of the program and the core, and it also helps with looking at how you want this program to serve you. As you'll see when we talk about this, there's actually a lot of opportunity to tailor this to your own needs and goals for your own career. And so the courses are going to be offered at times that are convenient for people that are working. For instance, after hours, some of them will be blended or possibly online and or asynchronous. And so it's very much designed for working professionals. And the core courses actually enable graduates to synthesize perspectives from multiple disciplines to engage issues relevant to healthcare and health professions from a lens of inclusion, equity, and social justice. It allows the graduates to communicate effectively with diverse audiences in healthcare settings. And it allows you to lead, manage, and collaborate with diverse colleagues in healthcare settings. Additionally, there's the opportunity to apply data analysis to healthcare settings and to use statistical reasoning and computational tools to compare and contrast US and global healthcare systems. And there will actually be a variety of electives that you can choose from that will help tailor this degree. The 21 hours are the core, but then there's 15 to 17 hours of additional elective credit. And those electives are electives that you get to choose. Next slide. And so these are the different 5 different disciplines that you can choose the elective courses from, depending on your needs and goals. So when you look at this, you could choose courses from each of these different areas, or you could focus on one of these areas because that's something that would really help you. And so statistics and data analysis, more management geared, or more geared to communication. And there are courses from various disciplines in science, health, and wellness, as well as a more policy lens with ethics and social justice. And so all of these courses will count toward your degree program, and you get to choose which ones will actually work for you. And in addition to the core courses and the elective courses, students will take general education courses that allow for the development of communication skills, analysis, problem solving, and a really strong, well-rounded educational foundation. And so the next slide. And so this is a summary of what we just spoke about with the major requirements that are 36 hours. And so you can see at the bottom are the 21 hours that are the core courses that are absolutely required to be taken on campus. And then at the top are elective hours. And so 15 to 17 hours of electives. And it's possible that in your AAAS, in your AAS, that you've actually taken some of these courses, and those courses would actually satisfy this elective credit. And okay, so you can see that this would be the 36 total hours that you're looking at. Next slide. And so this looks kind of complicated, but it's really not nearly as complicated. These are the general education requirements. And you can see that some of these requirements are actually met by the major. And so those courses would already be taken care of through your core courses that you're taking for the HSIS BA. And here you can see freshman seminars waived, as is true for all transfer students. And these courses will help you in developing excellent communication skills and developing a well-rounded curriculum. And so the requirement for the BA is 120 total hours. It's possible that you can transfer 66 of those hours from other places, for instance, from your associate degree. And then the remainder would be taken on campus. And those courses would include your general education courses. It's also possible that you could take courses to earn a minor in some discipline that you're interested in. And so it's really quite flexible. The curriculum is actually quite flexible in allowing you to determine what works best for you and what will help you with your future goals. So I think we skipped a slide. Did we skip a slide? I thought we did. Okay.
No, this slide is just we have one more, but
Okay.
I'll let you go ahead and take over.
Okay, so this is the website that you would go to answer any of your transfer questions. This gives transfer students, rather than just freshman students, an opportunity to for a site that will help them and give them all the resources necessary in order to apply. And I would say, if you're interested, go ahead and apply. One of the really great things about St. Edward's is a really strong personal touch. And so when students apply, they find that they get their own student financial aid advisor that they can interact with, so that you can figure out, okay, are there scholarship opportunities? Are there any kind of any kind of other opportunities to help with financial aid? And so so this is the best place to go for that. And so so this is what I thought we were going to do. And so this is my favorite slide, because the goal of this program is to have students getting the BA in health sciences and administration and meet their own career goals. We felt that there was a real gap in the people who had an associate's degree in applied science had this amazing expertise, and that there would be times in which they might be able to be promoted to more managerial kinds of positions, and that the lack of a bachelor's degree might be an impediment to that. And so we designed this program with these people in mind, so that as you keep increasing your expertise and experience, that the BA will help you to be able to be promoted and meet goals that may not have been possible before. And I always am so excited to see students graduate and to also hear back from them after they've graduated. Frequently, graduates will help current students because they felt their experience at St. Ed's was so beneficial. And so I look forward to seeing students from this program graduate. Okay, and I'll turn it back over to Tracy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bainham, for that wonderful information. We are so excited about our new health systems administration degree. At this time, I wanted to go ahead and turn it over to our attendees that are in our panel that are joining us today for the webinar, to see if we can help answer any questions. Again, there is a Q&A button at the bottom of your screen if you'd like to enter any questions. And while we're waiting on those questions, I did want to mention, our contact information. Please jot it down. Dr. Hodge and Dr. Bainham are happy to answer any questions on the academic side. They truly are phenomenal, and they've put together this degree. It's a great degree program, especially that offers flexibility for our transfer students within the healthcare industry. But they'll be happy to answer any questions. For any of you that would like information about our transfer process or the admission and application process, I'm also happy to answer those and kind of walk you through the process. I did mention that we are currently still accepting applications for the fall semester through August 15th. And again, the sooner the better. That way we can start working with you and getting connected, getting your official transcripts in order, looking at transfer credits, and also pairing you with your assigned financial advisor to kind of go along the way as well and get you set up for success. If you are considering the spring semester, our application deadline is November 15th. It does look like we have a question coming in. Who would be a good candidate or the ideal candidate best suited for the health systems and administration degree program? Dr. Bainham, Dr.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I think the answer to that is really quite open. I could see working professionals that have been working for 2, 3, 10 years and who see that there's an opportunity for advancement in their career to take this. I could also see students who've just earned their AAS thinking, okay, I can go ahead and start working, and I can go ahead and get my BA sooner rather than later. And so I think all different applied science disciplines make sense, whether it's dental hygiene or one of the occupational therapy, or all of them really have amazing expertise and background, and I think this BA would help them, and I think they'd be great candidates. I'm looking forward to a really diverse set of people. I think one of the really good things about St. Ed's is a small class size, and so an advantage isn't just the professor that you have, it's actually your colleagues too. And so having a variety of disciplines, I think, would be a strength. I think that would allow students to interact and and be beneficial to each other as well.
Yeah, I'll just second that. And thanks so much, Dr. Bainham, for all the information you've shared here. We really did design the program for working professionals, for folks who want to take advantage of the opportunities that there are in the Austin region. Healthcare is such a growing industry, and there's a number of jobs that and opportunities for advancement that really do require that bachelor's degree. Employers are looking for a bachelor's degree and looking for students who've studied some of the intricacies of healthcare. And I think the combination of having the expertise from the Associate of Applied Science degree combined with that broader background from the health systems and administration degree really does open up a whole range of opportunities that might not be available without a bachelor's degree. So that's really our intent, is to help students really be prepared for careers that will evolve over time, and position students to be able to really be competitive in the healthcare market.
Thank you to you both for answering that question. We have a few more minutes, and it looks like we have a couple more questions coming in. This one is in regards to scheduling. A student asks, if I'm employed full-time, specifically with an 8 to 5 job, what would my class schedule look like? Does this program offer flexibility in scheduling?
Right, absolutely. One of the big goals in the first class that the first health systems class, is to help students envision what their degree program is going to look like, to help them see the variety of different paths they could take and determine what would help with their goals and needs. And so as students are doing that, we can show them, oh, look, see, these classes are offered after 5 p.m. At nights, or usually we don't have that many courses that are offered on weekends. We have courses that are offered asynchronously, so they could be taken online at the student's discretion. And so absolutely, we would have the courses that are offered be offered outside of regular business hours.
Thank you. It looks like we have one more question in regards to the admission process. So I'll probably take this on. What kind of GPA is required for the admission process, and what type of documents do I have to submit within the process? So to be considered for admission, one, you would work directly with me and our transfer team to kind of help you through the process and guide you. There are 3 items that we need to start that process. One is your transfer application. We offer 3 different ways to apply. So you're welcome to fill out our St. Edward's online application, the Apply Texas application, or our common application. Within your application, there is a 500-word admission essay required. And that really is to get to know more and to know your goals and how we can best support you and meet you where you're at. We're looking at your written ability, your expression, but also want to learn more about your collegiate journey and how we can help support you through the process. Last thing would be your official college transcript. So that would mean if you attended 1 or more colleges during your time after high school graduation, we will require official transcripts from those schools. Once we receive all 3 of those items, we will begin your admission and application review, which could take no more than a week for processing. From there, again, we would look at your transfer credits, see how they pair with our new health systems and administration degree plan, and pair you as well with your assigned financial counselor to talk about the financial process. Yeah, so our team is really excited to meet you and hope to work with you through the transfer process. I think we are okay with answering questions. That's all that we have time for as of now. But I did want to pass it back to Dr. Bainham or Dr. Hodge for any last comments that you'd like to provide before concluding.
I'll defer to Dr. Hodge.
Well, I'll just say St. Ed's is a really great place to continue your education. As Dr. Bainham mentioned, You'll have close interaction with your faculty, small class sizes, a beautiful campus, and just lots of opportunities to engage in ways that might not be possible at a larger university. So we have a very caring faculty and staff. We really do want you to be successful, and you'll have the opportunity to get all the resources you need to really make this a positive experience, and one that's going to position you to take the next steps in your career.
Please contact me if you have questions. You can see my email address right there.
Yep, happy to answer questions as well if you reach out to me.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for that information. And thank you, Dr. Bainham and Dr. Hodge, for providing wonderful information. We have some fantastic majors within our School of Sciences, Natural Sciences department, and we're happy to add our new Health Systems Administration major to better promote to our prospective students. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today, and we hope to connect with you soon.